All right, y'all. Y'all know I got a good one for y'all tonight, but I'm going to wait till everybody get on and we'll talk about it. All right, y'all. Okay. So I got one for you guys. So let me get my little setup going and stuff like that over here. Um, so this guy and this girl dating, right? So the girl, well, no, it was the guy. He told her, I just want to be friends. I'm just trying to see where this go, and they've been dating for 6 months. And he's still on some, he trying to see where it goes and all of that. So is that a red flag or you think he really trying to see where it go? What y'all think? 6 months? Y'all think 6 months is long enough to know if you want to be in a relationship or no? What y'all think? Do y'all think 6 months is long enough or is that not enough time? You could still, take your time. So a guy and a girl is dating and they've been dating for 6 months. And he hit her with I'm just trying to see what this go. Like we could just be friends. I'm still trying to figure this out. Do you think that is a red flag? Or do you think 6 months is not enough time? Like you really, you need to get to know somebody even longer. Y'all think 6 months is too long, or do y'all think 6 months is a good enough time for you to, know by now, okay, I know that I want to, talk to them further, or I know that this ain't going no further. It's the real, okay. Red flag, red flag. Okay, okay. A girl pillow talking to another guy about your business. Hold up, wait for that. No, it takes time, no more than a year to know. Okay, so no more than a year. Cause I'm trying to figure out like what y'all, how long y'all. Okay, so I guess it would be like, what's the quick red flag? I think he has some baggage or dealing with. Ooh, that moves so fast. Dealing with someone else. He really don't want her. Red flag. You could be in a relationship for 5 years like me, and I still need to know if I'm ready. What? Hold up. So you don't know if you're ready to be with that person, take the next step after 5 years? 5 years a long time. You ain't ready to take this step. They say me and no, like, but 5 years and you won't know if you want to be with that person. Damn, that's cold. That's a cold one right there. I mean, context matter. He may not have enough information on her. Okay, I would think you should know in 6 months. Red flag card, red penalty. Trust the process. More time. How many dates during 6 months? Okay, so I don't have the dates. I just, it's 6 months. No, if he's still cautious, it's something he sees in her. Yeah, she got some other shit going. I think 6 months is enough. Men usually know what category they want to put you in pretty early on. It's a definite red flag. Okay, too much red flag in her side. You should know after 5 years. 5 years is a long time, right? Like what? About a year because people be putting on fronts. People have too many masks. Okay. All right. So I agree. I think it's a red flag too because I feel like after 6 months, you should know if you wanna if you even see, like, yourself dealing with this person a little further, or you know what I'm saying? Like or like, I think after that, it's a situationship at this point. Like, y'all just really just doing all the things, and he's not trying to take it further. 6 months, I feel, is a good enough time to get to know a person. Like, you never know a person fully because some people, they do have a mask on, they know how to hide it real good, and some people have it on for a long time. But I feel like within 6 months, you will see some red flags. You will see the flags that you need to see to determine if you need to go further or not. Like, you see stuff within 6 months to know if I think I want to take this further, or if I think we cool as at what we is. I don't see this nowhere, but I still want you in my life. Period. I'm out at the 4. Oh, 4 months, you out at the 4. Give me 2 straight hours of conversation, and I don't know whether or not I want to be with you or not. Okay. I thought I knew my ex was with her 10 years. We got married, and 5 months later, she was sleeping with someone else. Said she did it because I was an asshole. No, she did it because that's what she wanted to do. You can't blame cheating is something people want to do. They have absolutely nothing to do with the other person. They ass just being want to cheat. That's period point blank. Okay, so I had a question over here. They said a girl who pillow talks to another guy about your business. Anybody, I don't care if it's a girl or boy, anybody that pillow talk your business, they not your friend. You don't need to be with them. And if that's your girl, why is she telling your business to another man? Like, that's insane to me. Like, no, yeah, definitely drop it like a bad habit. Okay. Sometimes even earlier than 4 to 6 months. If you're dating the person, you should already know what you want in the beginning. I think it comes with age. Sometimes I know within 2 hours. That's true. 2 hours you can know because people be saying all kind of shit. Like, you just gotta be a real good listener. If you really listen to a person, you'll know. 6 months, I'm on the fence. 6 to 12 months with some intentional situations to see how she reacts and shows her true colors. That scares another man off. What were their initial goal in the beginning together? If there no destination, then you're both are wasting time, life years time. Okay. Sis, I'm over it. I'm over it at this point. Yes. All right, y'all. So y'all know what how it goes. I'm gonna drop the link into the comments, and I want you to click the link and come on to the stage. You come to the stage. If you don't know what come to the stage mean, that means you are coming to the live and having a conversation with me. Our conversations are 5 to 6 minutes. If you need to go further and need deeper clarity, you need to book a clarity call, and clarity calls are 100% confidential. It is a safe space. You just click the link, and I'll drop that into the comments too. You just click the link, pick a time, and we can get on the phone and figure your situation out if you need to go deeper. So I'm going to drop the link first for people to come to the stage and talk about whatever your situation you're going through. It could be a love interest, it can be family, friends, coworkers, whatever it is. It can, either or. It could be whatever. Also, it can we definitely can talk about, maybe you have a question not necessarily about your specific situation, but maybe you have a question about just in general that you feel like you want me to clarify, that you feel that we can have a conversation about, even if it's about like how long, like what we just talked about, how long you should date, or chiming in, how long it takes a man to know, or whatever. So whatever the situation is, you can click the link so that you can come on to the stage and we can have a conversation about it. So remember, it's a 5 to 6 minute stage presence. If you need to go deeper, you need to book a clarity call. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link into the comments again. So you just follow the link and you follow the link to and give your device permission to come on and it will let you on Instagram. If you're watching from Instagram, I pinned the link already, so you just click that pin link and it will bring you up. Hello, Ali. What do you have for me today? Where are you calling in from first?
Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Like I said, last week you made my week complete. I freaking actually showed my mom your video. She goes, "Oh yeah, hell no. These people are idiots." So, hi. Just want to say hi as usual.
Hello.
Oh, dude, last week you kind of made my night. I was having bad anxiety, so yeah. And by the way, no, I not on a date. I didn't bring like 7,000 kids with me, and I didn't want them to pay at Taco Bell. Like whatever. But how are you today?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
You know, I okay. So you have your uniform of you have your white wife beater. I always have
Mm-hmm.
like a black work tank top when I'm working right now, so it's kind of funny. We're like, all right, well, I don't have the hair, but yeah.
Oh,
But
yes.
seriously, I woke up this morning. I was like, oh hell, she got a new one. I'm like, fuck yes. I just want to let you know, you make my day every time I see it. Like, I don't want to say it to people, but I'm not allowed to.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad that I can make your day. I'm so happy
Yeah,
that I
but
could
I'm
do
not.
that for
Oh,
you.
trust me. Oh, I'm so not allowed to do that shit. I'd get fired.
Oh,
So I just wanted to say hi because, of course, you're real. And I didn't realize you were doing a live show, but I wanted to say hi anyways.
okay. Hi. Thank you for
Yeah,
coming on.
where you on the East Coast, right?
No, I'm in the South, Texas.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, I'm a Southern girl.
I'm in SoCal.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. No, I don't have relationship advice. I just want to let everybody know this girl, this girl, that lady makes me laugh. I think there was something I walked this morning. It was like 6 a.m. and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, woke up the whole house. My roommate was like, what the hell? And I'm like, dude, you need to see this chick. She cracks me up. She goes, yeah, you can't say that. Dude, you can't say that. You'll be canceled and get fired at the same time.
Oh, yeah, we don't need you to get fired.
No, no, she'll be like, you'll be
Uh-uh.
canceled before all that. And I'm like, yeah, well, but thank you for making me laugh. I mean, you speak hashtag facts. That's my friend I say. So you have fun, everybody. I can't mute the other room, so I took it out. But
Okay.
thank you for just being you.
Of course, no problem.
That's all I got to say. I'm just giving
Okay,
you a compliment.
thank
Maybe I'll
you
show
for
up once a
coming
week
on.
and just say thank you for being you. How's that?
Okay, that's fine.
And if you don't like that, I have 10 fingers. I can put 8 of them down, and then be two. No, just kidding. You know what I mean. All right, fist bump.
Okay, fist bump.
Yeah. Have a good evening, girl,
You
and night,
too.
everybody. Love ya.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Hey,
Hello, Devon.
what's good, girl?
Where are you calling in from?
New York.
Okay, New York in the building. What
Let
you
me
have
tell you
for me?
something. Let me tell you something. You are my hero.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I mean, I could be a help.
Let me tell you something. Not being fresh, not being rude, not looking you, not trying to be rude, but you are awesome.
Thank you.
Continue to do the work that you're doing, and some women might think that you bash a lot of women because of the programming that you keep, but you just keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't like to, female because you're a female. And a lot of the females that you do bring up most of your programs on is that the entitlement of some of these females that they entitle think that most men should stoop to what they're offering. Many
Mhm.
women now today, what they are offering is between their legs. Nothing
Mhm.
more, nothing less. No, nothing above the shoulders, and they feel a pretty face and a big ass can get them anything, and a man must stoop like they'll take all your girlfriends with them to a restaurant, and you must pay for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The entitlement of some of these female to some of the your programs what I've listened to. Now you're saying tonight on tonight's topic you were asking about is 6 months or less to know red flags with or whatever. And I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth. I'm in a relationship for 5 years. That was
Mhm.
me. And you were reading my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and every day I learn something new about her red flags after the 5 years, and I don't think I can go any further knowing that I'm in it for 5 years right now, and I don't see the possibility of it going any further than what it is right now. And I'm being
Mm.
honest.
Mhm.
And if you can see, you don't know everybody. I think you need more than 6 months to know the red flag. You could be with a person for 3 years and still not decided that they're the one that you want because you don't see a female or the opposites. Even with a male, a girl could be with a guy and think that he's the right one. And after 3 years and a day, she sees something about him that she just don't like.
Mhm.
Never seen it before, but it was always there.
Mhm.
So when you're saying if 6 months is a red flag because you should propose, know what you want in 6 months, that's not accurate
Oh
at
no,
all.
I wasn't saying propose. I was saying like in 6 months you should even know if you either want to feel like you're gonna take it as a relationship or we just gonna be friends. Like you should say, hey, we're gonna be friends. I
Well,
don't
that,
see a
that that's true.
relationship.
Well, all right. Here, what happened? Even if you're saying it's going to be a relationship, even after 6 months, right?
Mhm.
6 months on a day, you will know after you said you're in a relationship, you're seeing all the things. Even if you're not living with her, suppose you're not living with her and you say you want a relationship after 6 months, and you now decide to move in 6 months on a day. She's the type of girl that wash her panties and put on the kitchen counter.
Mhm.
A lot of things she don't do when you are not with her. But when you
True.
move in with her now, you're seeing a lot of things. And he's the type of guy that when he uses the toilet, all his boo boos on the seat.
Yeah.
Things, so it varies on the individual to who you're talking to.
Mhm.
So you can't just judge it and give it a 6 month time period to say, yes, you could be in a relationship for 6 months, but it doesn't say 6 months on a day after that you want to be with this person for life.
Mhm.
You
But I,
know?
I I feel that after 6 months, don't string a person along. Either we gonna see if we can make it, or we just gonna say we friends. That's what I'm saying. Like at this
Well,
point,
I
we in a
agree. I agree. I
situation,
agree. I agree. I agree. I
because
agree with that.
like, cause like I get what I understand definitely what you're saying. People they start showing everything as they go. So I just feel like, are we dating? After 6 months, are we still dating? I could go date other people. Like, what is it? Are we gonna try to see if we can be
Well,
monogamous?
all
Like,
right. Let me give you a
like
man's
that.
point. All right. Let me give you a man's point of view on that. I'm 60. I'm 60. I'll be 63 this year. I don't look it, but
Hmm.
I'll be 63 this year. So let me give you a man's point of view after about 6 months and whatever. If you're with a girl for 3 months and you're hitting it for free, why pay for the cow?
True.
So if after 3 months, if I'll give you 3 months. After 3 months, if you can, if she are you hitting her for 3 months and don't decide that you want to be in a relationship, all it is just sex. You don't need
Hmm.
6 months, and that's basically as a man's point of view for being a man, a G, and that's us.
Hmm.
If I'm with you for 3 to 6 months and all we're doing is going out dating and whatever, and we don't making no plans for nothing in the future, that's all it's going to be.
Hmm.
It's not like she's your best friend and you and her do a lot of things together, but she has a boyfriend and you have a girlfriend and you're a best friend. But that's something totally different. But if you are with a person for 3 to 6 months, you will know within that first 90 days
Hmm.
if you want more than that than what you're getting. So more than likely he's getting something from her what he's accepting, but he doesn't want any more from her because he doesn't like her for the things that he see her doing. So that's why he's not going past this. He's not making a decision on 6 months, and that's a fact as a man's point of view. And you have
Okay.
some alpha female are the same way. You have some alpha female the same way with a guy for 6 months, but she doesn't want a commitment for the 6 months because she doesn't really want him. She's just taking what she can get from him.
Mm. If I
Am I
if I
right?
don't see if I don't see nothing from a guy by 6 months, I'm cutting his ass off. Ain't nothing. What we doing?
What are you waiting Hey Nick, what are you waiting for
It
6 months for? After
it,
90
it
days, you will listen. After 90 days, Nick, you're supposed to know after 90 days.
Yeah, I can know after 90 days, but now that I'm 42 years old, I'm not rushing into nothing
That's
because
not
what
true.
my next relationship is a marriage. And if I don't see marriage, then I'm not wasting my time. I'm not jumping to just say you my boyfriend and all of this stuff. So I
Gotcha.
feel like, and then it depends on how often you see the person too, because some people don't see each other often. So I think that also determines the length of how long it should take, based on each person. If I'm
That's
seeing you every week, then yeah, of course, in 90 days, I should know something because we didn't have multiple conversations. We didn't seen
Mhm.
each other. We didn't have these conversations to even determine like, do I even like you as a
Right.
person, like your personality? So I guess it just depends on how often you see and talk to that
You know,
person.
another part of that question is, are they monogamous
Oh,
in the-
true,
within the
true.
6 months? You
That is
understand?
true.
So
True.
there's so many different factors that goes with red flags or not red flag or in the relationship for real.
Hmm.
There's so many different factors that goes along with that. So you can't just directly judge it on that. Or maybe listen to this. Maybe the girl doesn't work and she's one of those gold diggers.
Oh, it's a bunch of them. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's a different story because of course she's gonna hang on as long as he's
That's
still
what I'm trying to say to you. So
so
she might be in it to see what she can get from him. So she's not even pushing for a relationship because he's waiting with some other ways where she's getting what she's getting.
true.
And she doesn't
True.
want to lose that.
That's true.
So there's so much, there's so many different. You see, if I tell you something, I have been listening to you for about maybe a year or two now. I've commented on a couple of your things, but every time I see your little things come up, I say that there goes my hero giving. And can I tell you something? You have helped me so much with my relationship. I'm dead serious. You don't even notice. You have helped me with my relationship to open my eyes to make me realize that this is not what I want. You helped me on that.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could. I'm glad I helped you because that's the whole purpose of my platform is to help people, even if it's
I,
directly or indirectly.
and I'm serious though. It's like I'm with this young lady. My father was telling me this. You can say all the bad things about her, then at the end of the story, she's not a bad person. So I'm contradicting myself.
Oh,
You're really
well,
contradicting. Listen, if you're going to say she's a nice person, just say she's a nice person overall,
mhm.
and get out. But don't say all the bad things and then at the end of it, oh, she's not such a bad person.
Right, right, right. I get you.
I'm serious.
Mhm.
Think about that one. You can use, and I want you to write that one down in your little thing. And I remember when you go along in your little program, you can just, say that part. Don't say all the good things about a person, bad things about a person, and at the end of it, you're going to tell me that person is not such a bad person. So why
Right.
complaining? Why are you complaining then?
True, true. Why? Yeah. Why? Because they trying to seek validation from talking to you to see what you gonna say when they telling you about that person. Because
That's so true.
that's what
That
they
is
trying to see. They want you to agree or kind of tell them, to lead that person versus them thinking for themselves.
misery loves company. I have a friend of mine, right? My best friend. He was in the Navy in California. Let me give you the story. And him and his wife, they were pretty good. He was in the Navy and everything. He got out of the Navy working in California, building bombs for the government. His wife at the time, she just passed away last year. And she decided to go hang out with all of her friends who were single. A married
Mm,
girl. And they're telling her in her ears, you need to go out and go have fun because your husband doesn't do anything because he works so much. Ended up leaving her husband and regretted it for the whole of her life until she died.
Now she
because
she ain't nothing but a follower because ain't a soul could tell me to leave my husband friend or not.
yeah,
Like you grown, can't nope. No, you crazy as hell if you let somebody tell you to leave your man or your woman because they said so. No, you do
yeah,
that because that's what you want to do. Other than that, you a follower.
yeah.
If you easy to persuade. So I'm not blaming your single friends. I'm blaming you because you the crazy one that did this stuff.
You know what happened though? They're going to all these women who left their husband, all a bunch of miserable women. I would call them miserable because they left their boyfriend and husband, and they're all hanging out together. And she's still married, hanging out with these girls because their relationship went haywire. And she started to fall. You know what I'm saying? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to end up just like the rest of them, all of them in a group by
Right.
themselves.
And they not real friends because your real friend would never tell you to leave your husband or your wife. Like
Believe
your
me.
real friend is there. If my real friend tell me about their marriage, I'ma listen because I know that's all they want me to do. My opinions is not in it. It's just I'm a listening ear because sometimes people need to vent. But I'm never gonna tell my friend to leave her husband. Like, no, do what's best for you. Cause when I with my husband, I'm gonna do what's best for me. And I don't care what nobody tell me.
But Nikki, you know something though, Nick? A lot of people out there, girl, even your girlfriends and them, will tell you to leave, saying that they're a real friend, will tell you to leave their husband because they want your husband.
I'm glad I don't got them type of friends. That's why my two
Oh my
friends,
God.
two, yeah, I got two.
My Lord, a lot of these, listen, these modern, you know something though, a lot of these females that are born after 1990s and up, their wavelengths are so different. I have never seen anything like that. I'm serious. So anybody born after 1990 going forward, I swear, these females are dangerous. Male and the male too, and the male, very dangerous because I'm serious. Listen, I'm not, I don't want to bring up this on the platform about what I know from when I went to school for psychology, right?
Okay.
And a lot of these people that are born after nine, they're so codependent on their one another that they can't think for themselves. I hate to say it. I swear to God. Girl wanting girl, boy wanting boy. It's like could you imagine I'm serious. Your young child is going to tell you, your young little boy child is going to tell you he wants to be a girl. Slap
Oh
the,
no.
I'm
Mm-mm.
serious.
No, my bet not. I'm sorry. Like
I'm
I my
serious.
his birth certificate say boy, that's what he is, a boy.
Could you imagine? And a lot of these people are trying to justify in that. Oh, if your child said he wants to be a little girl, you should allow him. And I'm like, where in the world did that come from? But these parents after 1990, I swear to God, if you look at the age line of a lot of what you're seeing on that, has to be born after 1990. I swear.
Not after 1990, not all of them, not
No,
all
no, no,
of
no,
them.
not all. No, no, no. I'm not saying
No.
no, 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 no. I'm not. I'd be a hypocrite if I said all of them. But
Yeah.
a lot of them is okay. Remember when we went to school? Do you remember when me and you went to school? There was no computers. There was no what's the name, no Google.
Mhm.
We had to subtract a multiplication out of our head and papers and homework and everything like
Mhm.
that. These kids of today, they don't have that ideology to do it like that because they figure that everything they can do is go on to Google, go on their phone, and the answer is right there. But they don't know how you get to the answers.
Right, right.
They have no comprehension of these things. It's like you're having dinner. Have you ever had a family dinner and everybody at the table with their phone and everybody is not interacting? You ever see that?
Well, I've seen it, but not at my family dinners. We interact, but
No, but I'm saying though, am I wrong or right on that, Nikki?
no, you're right. Well, you right, you right. But Devon, I have to
And
get
no,
some
gotta
more
run.
people on.
But
Yes.
listen, anytime you see me again, Nikki, remember I am your biggest fan. I swear to
Okay.
God, I'm your
Okay.
biggest fan.
Thank
But
you
if you
so
ever see
much.
me come up, just and you want to give me a quick 2 minutes on your live, put me on so I can bless you up and you can do your thing.
Okay, thank you.
And as a spiritual man, may God continue to bless and keep you. May God continue to hold you and your family. May God continue to uplift you, because the work that you're doing is great, and you don't even know your bless. I know you know your blessing, but there's many more blessings, and don't let nobody kill your flow.
I
God bless you,
won't.
my queen. God bless you. And
Thank
anytime I
you.
see you, you hit me up.
Okay, thank you.
God bless.
Have a good one.
Hi, Nikki.
What y'all said? Y'all be crazy in the comments. Oh, somebody asked me how they get on. I just dropped the link in the comments. So on Instagram, I just dropped the link into the comments. It's the StreamYard link. It's the one that I have pinned. You click it and you come to the stage. You follow the permission thing. Everybody else, I just dropped the link again into the comments so that you can click on it and you can come to the stage. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments, because you know I love to read the comments, see what you guys getting. He say younger generation minds have gotten lazy. Um, after COVID, a lot of that definitely made the younger generation go down. So, as you know, I was a teacher for 10 years. So I was a teacher during that COVID stage, from when before COVID, then during COVID, after COVID. Um, their minds have gotten lazy due to everything is done on a computer. Everything is done, with their phones and stuff. So before COVID, they didn't use phones in the classroom. It wasn't allowed to use the phone in the classroom. They had to like write out stuff on paper and do everything on paper and stuff. But once COVID happened, and nobody, they had this that no touch, where nobody could touch nobody. You couldn't touch stuff that people had. So they had their own, they were allowed to use phones for, there was like maybe like 2 years straight in the classroom. And of course, they're on their phone doing everything else. And then when they supposed to look for something, of course, they're using everything. So within that COVID kind of just made everything so electronic. It's just with everything everywhere you go. Now, some of it is easier for people to, you know what I'm saying, use and stuff. But I feel like this is what made the younger generation lazy, because once COVID hit, everything is computerized. Like they no longer had it. And I always used to say when I had got after COVID, when I got those kids, I was just like, man, I miss the kids before COVID that I had. I was in 7th grade teaching middle school, and I was like, I miss those kids because they did better on their tests, because they had to write out stuff. They had to brainstorm their questions if they didn't understand it. But if you got a computer in front of you, you just gonna click anything and keep it going. And guess what the school said? Are we not failing anybody? So guess what? They get away with failing and still pass. So yeah, that's why this younger generation is lazy. For real, for real. Hello, bro. Is it bro? Hello. Oh, he clicked out. Hello, Thomas.
How are you?
Good, and you? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Sugarland.
Okay. What you have for me?
Well, I don't know what the conversation's about.
So, the title of my live is Red Flag or Real Deal. So I bring people on. You
Okay.
can talk about a situation, and we talk about if it's a red flag or a real deal. It could be love interest, family, friends, co-worker, or maybe just in general, we talking about, just relationships in general, of
Okay.
like maybe you have a topic that you just like
Mm-hmm.
this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everybody have a conscience and a spirit, and you know what's good for you, and you know what is not good for you. There's a spirit of discernment inside of every man, woman, boy, and girl. And you can pick up red flags a lot of times, especially in relationships. Uh, People will show you who they are. You don't even
Mhm.
have to ask. They will show you who you are if you are a good listener or if you are a good observer. Because a lot of times what you see is really not what you see. There's a lot hidden behind faces. There's a lot hidden behind doors. When you go in your home at night and close the door, you don't know what's going on behind those doors. And it's
Mhm.
the same thing that we have to do in the world, and especially our women, because there is so much foolery that's out here in the world today. You don't know what's real and you don't know what's not real. You have artificial intelligence, you got Chat GPT, and you got all these platforms that are using your own mind to choose or make a decision about what's good for you and what's not good for you. So my advice to anybody when you're talking about red flags or, what's the real deal, uh, you really have to be a good listener, because normally people will tell you who they are. You don't have to ask. You don't have to do a credit check or a background check to see if they're crazy or not. There's always something behind a face. And it's until you spend time with that person, it takes quality time. That's when you that's when you learn who you're really with. For example, in marriage, a lot of times couples don't realize who they married until years into the relationship. And so you made the decision to and the commitment to go into that relationship until death do you part. So do you leave that because there were some things that you missed? No, you really didn't miss them. They were already there.
Mhm.
There's a saying that love is blind. It is. It really is. You can't see past what you can see. And so and so
Mhm.
you just got to be vigilant these days.
Mhm.
So I pray for everybody. I hope they make good choices and make good decisions so they can be happy and satisfied and live a good quality life. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you for allowing me to come on and say a few words. I
Thank you for coming
accidentally,
on here.
I actually accidentally hit this. I was just strolling through here.
Well, I'm glad you accidentally hit it because we needed those words. I'm glad you could accidentally hit it.
I accidentally hit it. I'm in a series. Well, I was in a series on uh since this is May is mental health month,
Okay.
mental health awareness month, and there are so many people that are struggling with the mind, and the most powerful gift that you have is your mind, but for some reason we don't guard it. We
Mhm.
allow our minds to feast on garbage and what people tell us, and you can't go on what nobody say. You got to go on what people do. Their
Mhm.
actions, speaks
I agree.
louder than words. That's the way my mom and my dad taught us. My mom and dad was married for 50 years, and everything I learned about love, I didn't read it from a book, and I'm an avid reader. I learned it from my mother and father. All of that came from home. And if you don't know how to, you learn how to treat a woman when a man sees how his father treats his wife or how his wife treats her husband. And when my mother and father back in the day, I'm from a complete total generation. She was a homemaker. They don't have homemakers anymore. And all she did was cater to my father. And that was 55 plus years. And I asked them one time, I say, Mom, I said, tell me what is the secret uh, to you and Dad's longevity, I guess you call it. And she
Mhm.
said they were flexible. It's
Right.
flexibility. So, you really, really, it all boils down to, again, making good choices, listening. I've learned to be a master listener, even though I'm a master communicator, but I do more listening at this point in my life and stage than I do talking, because I learn more through listening than I do talking.
I definitely agree with that. I had to
Yeah,
learn to be a great listener, and I bypassed a lot of big old red flags, but then once I start listening, I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
okay."
yeah,
I'm listening to people and they just be talk how they even talk about their friends and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
okay."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
started catching on by actually listening
There
more
you
to
go.
people. And I'm definitely with the actions over words. Like I tell
Yeah.
people all the time, my
Mm-hmm.
parents told me they love me, but they show me more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm the biggest daddy's girl
Good.
ever.
Yeah.
So like my
There you
dad,
go.
he don't have to tell me he love me. I
Mm-hmm.
just know
You
the way
know it.
he do it.
You know it.
So
Yeah.
I just feel like that's how I need to be treated. You don't have to tell me you love me every day. You
Yeah.
show me, I
You
know it.
show it. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's right. Love is action. That's what it is.
Yes.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
for coming on. Have a good night.
All right. You do the same.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hello, brother Ron.
Nikki B.
Hey, how you doing?
You know I'm blessed by the best.
That's
Hey,
good.
hey, Thomas. Thomas ain't do nothing but backdoor me. Yeah, Thomas ain't do nothing but backdoor me and let you know. The Bible say, what's that? Matthew, what's that? 7:16. You shall know them by their fruits. Red flags. They always there, my sister. They always there.
Mhm.
Now we talking about individuals in relationship, but it be a red flags for other things as well. I'm gonna give you
True.
my little quick little spiel on this one right here. I'm gonna give you some red flags real quick. Write these down, Nick. Write them down. Red flag number 1. Avoid false lying preachers. Avoid going to church on Sundays. If any man try to get you in his church on Sunday, he trying to invite you into something that ain't real. That's a real red flag for you. And any preacher that don't read from the book and teach you more than 1 and 2 scriptures, he ain't no preacher. That's a man seeking his glory. And the biggest red flag, beware of somebody that say that they spiritual. They barely understand what that word means, spiritual. Of the spirit, meaning you don't believe in what God said in the Holy Spirit. See, it's a lot of different spirits going around here. Them some real red flags for you. If a man ain't coming to you and walking in the same type of walk that you seen Jesus do, that man ain't no man of God. And in order for you to know if he truly is doing what Jesus said to do, I mean, you got to be somebody that do what Brother Thomas just said, be an avid reader. Go read the book. And somebody that ain't read the book and read the book every day, they don't know what they're talking about when they come to the Lord Jesus. So they'll tell you anything. Them some real red flags in life. Brother Ron just come on here and I'm talking real serious about a real serious matter. But that's all I do, and you know that. But you know what I'm saying? Keep the party going. I'm gonna sit back, I'm
Okay.
gonna chill. I'm gonna put my phone on the charger and I'm just listening. If I want to chime in, I'm gonna get back on the camera if you will have me, my dear.
Of course.
You know, boy, you know what it is. I'm down with you. Let's rock.
Okay.
All right.
Hello. Is it TB's? TB's, you there? My mom always told me to treat people the way that you want to be treated. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. I always believe in treating people TBs. Maybe we're gonna have to come back to them. I always believe in treating people the way you want to be treated. Like I always, that's definitely my motto to treat people how I want to be treated. I always do that. That's just a norm for me. They say, is this the bedroom shot? Okay, we're gonna come back to TBs. TBs, let us know when you're ready. Oh, there you go.
Sorry about that. I had to rescue a dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Arizona.
Okay, Arizona. What you got for me?
So I'm so happy to speak to you. It is a true honor. I'm a true fan.
Oh,
You
thank
have helped me
you.
so much and given me so much clarity
Okay. Oh,
through
I'm
your
happy for
videos
that.
because I was married. I was in a relationship for 8 years. I was married for 4. First 2 years of the marriage, Cinderella story. You know how it goes. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Last 2 years, it was a mistake. It went bad. I mean, and I tried everything I could. We did couples therapy. We tried talking it out, communicating, and it was to the point where it wasn't good for either one of our healths, and we weren't gonna grow from it. So it was
Mm.
best to separate. That being said, I've been out of the dating pool since, for some time. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you what, girl, you are spot on about how dating is in 2026. Like some of the stuff you post, people think that's fake. No, I can tell you firsthand from experience, I've had a couple of those things happen to me, such as, wanting $250 for a deposit for their phone number,
Oh,
get
that is
after just
great.
meeting somebody at Sam's Club, just a hello, and like, oh yeah, you want to meet up sometimes? Can I get your Instagram? Can we communicate? Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's 250 for that. I'm like, the hell? I thought Nikki B was bullshit. No, she's spot on. Like this is real.
Damn.
And it's just I asked myself, I'm like, oh, is it really this bad, or is it the culture that has made it this bad? Like when we talk about red flags and real deal, is it that everybody thinks because they're social media that they're a Kardashian, that they can, they have the entitlement that they're high end, or do they forget to realize that it's just a blessing to be a person and have peace?
They I think it's this social media, and you can't really blame social media because it's you got too many people that are on social media that don't believe into this type of stuff. So I think they just pretty much there's some followers. Let's start there because that's really what they doing. They seeing one girl thinking she getting all of this and all of that. So they like, oh, I'm gonna say he got to do this, he got to do that, he got to do this, he got like, which is so crazy. And then they wonder why later down the road they still saying the same thing and nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Like nothing's happened. Like you're saying somebody, nobody's gonna pay you for your phone number. It's too many other women out here that would be open to give their phone number and actually genuinely want to get to know somebody versus
Thank you.
being a transaction.
Yes. And with that being said, I don't want to bring up a topic. This might be off subject of red flag and real deal,
Mhm.
but this is something that I've experienced from my marriage, divorce, post marriage, dating, and all this. Where did it come from for men and women that your partner has to keep you entertained? Like you have to be their sole source of entertainment, not joy or peace, but entertainment. Like, oh, so how are we you gonna keep me happy? Like, what are we gonna do? Are we doing this? Are we keeping up with the Joneses? We going to the movies? We going to a baseball game? We go to a concert? We doing like it's like, no, we're gonna enjoy our life, go
Mhm.
grocery shopping, do the day to day. But it's like everything has to be an event.
They are for one, they not happy within themselves because looking for happiness from somebody else, that's insane. You supposed to make yourself happy. You should have peace and happiness before you meet your partner because then you ain't gonna be none but chaos because you expecting them to bring you everything that you haven't brought yourself. Like
Yeah.
no, some a person is supposed to add to that, not give you that. And then worrying about everybody else. That's why so many people relationships don't work. You sitting there trying to keep up with her and him and all of that when you don't even know what them people doing to have that. Like you just don't know what people doing behind closed doors. Like it's just like I see stuff on the internet. I've seen people that I not grew up with, but around from the neighborhoods. And you see one, I seen them, for 6 months. They got all of this stuff. They wearing all the designers. They showing all this. Come to find out, you next thing I know, I see them on the news going to jail for stealing. That's
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all, you can't worry about somebody else's life. You never know what they're doing. People was out here scamming. A lot of these people did fraud for the PPP loans, and you
Mhm.
sitting here trying to keep up with them when they finna go to jail. Like they
Yeah,
about to go to jail, and you try to keep up with them. I don't know why people worry about what other people say, do, or anything. And I feel like that's an insecurity if you worried about other people or what they got going on. As long as I'm happy within myself and I'm with my man, I don't give a damn what them people over there doing. I don't
exact.
care.
The only person that matters is your spouse's opinion. You know, that's the only.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, and I heard you say you taught in school. I'm a coach. I've been in education for 16 years. You know,
Okay.
I coach boys and girls
Mhm.
7th and 8th grade, and I'm a SPED teacher. So I work with all spectrums.
Okay,
And
yes.
you know, and something that I tell myself all the time that I tell the kids, and like what you're saying about comparing people. Don't compare horizontally, compare vertically.
Mhm.
You know, like are you doing better for yourself? Are you making yourself feel better? Then that's all that
Yeah.
matters. But if you're trying to be happier than the person next to you, you're going to be miserable. That's fake
Yeah,
happiness. That
that's true.
you know, go vertical, not horizontal. You know, because when
Mhm.
we compare to the person to the left or the right, you're just disappointed with the person in the middle. You're not happy.
Yeah.
You're not happy
Mhm.
with you, like you said. I mean, you're spot on that, Nikki.
Mhm.
But like I was saying about the entertainment part, like I have friends who are engaged or who have newlyweds, and it's like, man, I didn't realize how boring she was like when we were together. I was like, oh, what do you mean? When you mean when the dating stops, when the going out stops? The fact is you guys were in love with the moment. Like you
Mhm.
really didn't like connect with each other. Because
Mhm.
if it's somebody with you, like ride or die, you have no problem going to the gas station and getting a soda. It doesn't always have to
Right.
be. It does not always have to be linen and tablecloths and ribeye. Like it's
Mhm.
someday you get the tuna fish sandwich and you're just happy. You
Yeah.
know, but
That means that they haven't had conversations because like if you really with somebody and you enjoy them, you enjoy talking to them. Like I want to call my man. That's the first person I want to call. You're not gonna believe what just happened at work. Like that's what I'm gonna enjoy. Oh, let's sit on the couch and let me talk your ear off while you listen
yeah,
to all my drama. Like we don't have to be like you said all the time. We gotta go to the steakhouse or go here. No, we can go. Let's go walk the dog together, please. Let's go walk the dog down the street and let's talk about just anything. I don't care. I just want to be in your presence.
amen. And another thing that people fail, where a lot of relationships fail, and we're talking red flags and real deals, is you need to communicate and comfort with the person you're with.
Mhm.
You should not communicate with your best friend. You should not communicate with any of your family or the spouse, like any of that. That's your guys' relationship. And to that being said, if you don't, do not be upset when you have other people influencing your relationship because you brought them in there.
Mhm.
What you guys had was between you. That ain't between anybody else. But when you
Mhm.
brought other people in, you opened Pandora's box, baby.
Yeah.
So you better expect the backlash. And that's
True.
where I don't know if it's this generation of disconnect because it used to be men bottled everything's up. They're quiet, kept to themselves. You see it a lot. Or you would see very loudmouth men, which you could spot them out in the crowd like no problem. Where
Mhm.
now everybody feels because of social media and it's chat GBT and quick to come up with your thoughts, even though you can't come up with thoughts, to spew it out. No, no, that's not the goal here.
Mhm.
That's not the goal. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, but like I said, I just want to share a little bit of my experience. I mean, the
Mhm.
250 deposit wasn't the wildest. You want to hear the wildest?
Yes, let me hear the wildest before you get out.
Okay. So it was back to school season. And like I said, I
Mhm.
was a teacher. Went to local Walmart, and you know how it is as a teacher, you got to buy your own supplies if you want good
Yeah.
supplies because the
Mhm.
supplies this district give you are probably from last year or year before last if you're lucky, if you get something.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm at Walmart and I'm buying a big pack of Expo markers, and I take care of my stuff. You know, I keep it in my briefcase to where no one touches it. That way I'm always prepared for my students. And so I buy these Expo markers, and this lady came up to me. She was cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she was cute looking, you know, presentable. And she's like, "Oh, are you getting ready for the new semester? Are you studying over at the community college?" I was like, "No." "Oh, so these are for your kids?" I'm like, "No, ma'am, I don't have kids. I'm an educator." "Oh, really? Well, what markers would you recommend?" "Well, ma'am, I like the Expo markers. They're a little bit more, but I buy them once and they last the whole year as long as you take care of them. You buy the cheap Walmart ones, you're going to be back here in 30 days. That's just how it goes. You get what you pay for." "Oh, wow. Do you think you can buy some of these for my kids?" And I just looked at her and I grabbed my cart and I was like, "I'll have a nice day." And I started walking away. And she had a 9-year-old girl and a 7-year-old girl and said, "Mommy, mommy, where's your friend going?"
Oh, wow. She didn't train the kids.
Dude, I was just like, is Ashton Kutcher around here? Am I being punked? Like, what the hell?
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, but
Oh,
didn't get her name. I couldn't tell you who she was again if I saw her again. You know,
that's
it was
crazy.
yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
I was just like, and it's also that question: are you doing it to fish, or are you just testing your luck to see what free shit you can get?
Yeah, but the kids involved, that's a lot.
Well, that's also a red flag for me because if the kids are involved, this ain't the first time she did it.
Oh no, that's some training she didn't put them kids through. So they do that
Yeah,
often. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, thank you, Nikki B. Appreciate
Thank
you. Keep up
you.
the good work. Go
Okay,
ahead
thank you.
if you want to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I tag you all the time,
Okay.
post you my stories, and share you with all my coworkers. You're awesome. Keep it
Okay,
up.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
You have a good one. Now that's crazy how things be going these days. Like, and thank you, Otis from Chicago. It's crazy how things be going, but this is the world we live in. Like so many girls, and I say girls because I just feel like if you a grown ass woman, you're not just walking up on a man asking him, can he pay for something? And he don't even know your name. Like what? Like that's crazy. And then the thing is they'll get mad if he turned around. So if I'm gonna pay for something, are you gonna give me something? Like you gonna give me some of that good? Then they gonna get an attitude if you say that because it's like, oh, you being disrespectful. But I feel like it's disrespectful too if you sitting there begging somebody for some money that you don't even know. But so many people, like he said, I know lie, they compare each other to what's on social media and stuff like that. He did make some points. People, they think what they see is this. I don't like you shouldn't care about what other people got going on in their life. You should only worry about what you have going on and what everybody else like that don't even matter. And he made that good point about telling your family everything. And people tend to get mad at their family because they don't like this person no more. But you made them not like them. You gotta remember that's your family. At the end of the day, your family love you all the way, like unconditional. Well, some of them do. Some of them don't even like you. But your family love you unconditional. So if you tell them somebody did something to them, naturally they're not gonna like that person, and it's always gonna be, a bad thing. So you definitely have to keep your family and friends out of your relationship business. If you're not leaving that person, then shut the hell up. Like shut up. Go talk to that person. Go talk to the wall or something. Just shut the hell up. Don't tell them nothing because they love you. And then you mad at them for disliking this person or feeling a certain way, but you have to remember they love you too. So that's why you don't tell them nothing. And then sometimes it's not even like why tell them because you just mad at the time. You going through your emotions, so you moving based off emotions versus actually taking that time to sit back and say, "Let me woosah." And then let's have this conversation. Let me have that conversation with my partner instead of going blasting my partner to the world or whoever. Well, now they do it to social media, which is so crazy to me, which I definitely, if anybody blasts me on social media, that's my close family or my friends that I talk to, you done. Like you can't talk to me no more. Like taking stuff to social media, like you going too goddamn far. Okay. Okay, let me let him on. Hello, Carlos.
Oh shit. Hey,
Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Fort Drum, New York.
Okay, okay. Where that's at in New York?
It's upstate. I'm about like 45 minutes from Canada.
Oh, you all the way at the top. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Shit, I'm glad it finally warmed up. It was cold as fuck a few months ago.
I'm sure. What you have for me?
All right. So I was going to talk about something I think is my biggest red flag. So I've been in the military for like 5.5 years, getting out. And throughout my whole time, I never had a relationship where I see someone pretty often. It was always where I'm gone for a couple of months. Well, not able to see him for a couple of months. I go over there, see him. The only thing we do is hang out, smash. That's it. Come back home, text,
Hmm.
FaceTime, rinse, wash, repeat every relationship. So I just think that's my biggest red flag. I'm going back into the civilian world, and I see myself getting more, get into a relationship that's more close proximity. And I just think it'll be a big red flag because that's all I'm used to, just being away from somebody.
Oh, so you don't think that you'll know how to actually be in somebody's presence a lot?
Yeah,
It's definitely gonna be something new for you because you're right, like you're not used to it. But you take baby steps. Like you have to take
yeah,
those baby steps of like say you find somebody and you're like, oh, I really like them. I want to actually talk to them more. But I would just say take baby steps as of like, of course, the phone calls and stuff like that. But maybe like, hey, we hang out once every so here, but you have to explain that also to them from the jump. Let them know, um, you know, you're taking baby steps. You never did this, so just bear with you, and the right person will bear with you or whatever. But you're gonna have to take those baby steps, and maybe you should just date, like just do dating. Like, no, let me stick to one person. Let me just date different people to try to get used to just being by somebody first, because that could be a
gotcha.
start that
That
way,
makes sense.
just dating different people. Now, I ain't saying sleeping with everybody now. I mean, like, you go on dates, so it's like, okay, now I see a lot of people. And of course, you're gonna find somebody that you like more than you like the rest. And it's gonna be one that you want to spend more time with than you want to spend with the rest. But just be like on a dating thing so you can take those baby steps into it. Cause if you get you one that's clingy, it's definitely gonna be a little difficult. 'Cause you
Yeah,
got the ones that's super clingy that don't want you to go nowhere. They want to be by your side every day, all day.
yeah, it's gonna be weird because one comment I used to get a lot, I used to get that I always act like I'm single. Excuse my voice, allergies. But I used to get a comment, I always act like I'm single when I'm with somebody because I'm just used to FaceTime and calling, so I could do whatever I want while
Mhm.
FaceTime and calling, not sleep with other people, but like if I'm calling someone or texting whatever, like 2 seconds later, I'm going out somewhere, I'm hanging out with some people, just doing random things. So it never really feel like it's really intimate time, you know?
Got you. So
It's just
you
like
you ain't never had to
me
really
always on the
consider
go.
and you never had to really consider somebody feelings about like what you're doing pretty much because they're
No.
not there.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
just do whatever I want.
Oh
You're
yeah,
on the
that's gonna
phone,
be
so it's not
hard.
really a difference. Like I'm calling someone mid random road trip I'm doing, just going to some random place in New York or some other state. And I just don't really think about it. I'm just used to doing whatever I
Mhm.
want.
Do you want to be in a relationship?
I do.
You do? Okay. So it might be a little you look, it might not even be difficult. The right person, it's gonna go smooth. But you gotta go through the bad ones first. I know that you gotta go through the bad ones
Gotcha.
first. But the right person, it'll be smooth because you'll want to be around them. Like you're gonna want to hang out with them more than just a FaceTime and a phone call. And it's just
Gotcha.
gonna be a feeling that you get. Like, so you're gonna probably go through the bad ones because it's a lot of them now these days. But that right person gonna give you that feeling like I just want to be around them. Like I literally just want to be with them. Like I want to hang out with them. I don't care what we doing. I just want to hang out with them. When you find that person that make you feel like that, yeah, that's a good one.
Gotcha. I have one person She was about hour 20 minutes, hour 30 minutes away. I used to see maybe every 2, 3 weeks due to her schedules and everything. It was sort of like that, but then before I knew it, she was just batshit crazy. So I just left.
Oh
I just
Lord.
left. But other than that,
Oh Lord.
things was going smooth for like the first 3 months. But other than that, I just said fuck that. I left.
Yeah. And long distance is I ain't never did a long distance relationship, but I can imagine that it's hard.
Yeah, I feel like I've been dating in expert mode the whole time, just every
Yeah.
single time.
I can imagine that being a little see, I know I can't do long distance because I want to see you. Like I want to touch your arm or something.
Yeah.
So I know that could be a little difficult, but you since you want the relationship, you'll find that person and it'll be easy. Watch. It ain't gonna be hard like you think it is. It'll
All right.
be easy.
All right.
But
Thank
just
you.
take them baby steps.
Will do.
Okay, thank you for coming on.
All right.
Have a good one. Yeah, y'all. I can't do no long distance, y'all, baby. I gotta see my man. I ain't no clingy person, but I want to see you. Like I want to spend time with you, and for you to, if you're that one, like I want to spend that time with you, and not necessarily we going on I guess dates that people would say dates, because to me, a date is you going to the gym with me, or we going walk the dog together. Because to me, a date is anytime that we get like just me and you, and we're able to like have conversations and enjoy each other's presence without all the distractions. To me, that's a date. But in today's society, they would say, "Oh, you dating a broke guy," all that bull crap. I can do You could do long distance because you hustle all day. You know what? I do work a lot, but I'm gonna make time for my person. Like that working, I will schedule around my working in or whatever. So like I want to still spend that time with my person. You get what I'm saying? So long distance, I mean, if I had to, and I would only want do it if we've been together already, and say the job takes us one of us somewhere, that would be the way I do it, because we're already locked in and stuff and we don't have a choice, and we're doing this for a temporary time, but I would make it worth the while. Like we'll make sure that we see each other and all of that, but I wouldn't go start no long distance relationship. Like starting one, hell no. It would have to actually fall into that or whatever. So 2 to 3 days a week, you just need access to each other. I'm clingy sometimes, tentative or short time. Okay. So yeah, like I do want to give you that space. Like I want us to have our space or whatever. But I definitely I don't have to, yeah, I do. I want to see you every day. Not like that, see you every day. I don't know. Let me stop playing. Do I have to pay to talk to you? Click the link. Or I meant, do I have to pay to join the live? No. So let me drop the link. Dating is weird concept to me. How does one call in? Is this scheduled before? This seems awesome. I got a couple. No. So let me put the link into the comments. So, okay, so let me explain to everybody how to get on the live, because I know some people are new. So how you get on the live, I'm about to drop the link again into the comments. So you click the comments, you click the link and you follow the directions to the link. The link is going to say StreamYard. So when you click that, you come in, you get onto the stage. So I'm doing 5 to 6 minutes, but y'all, some of them I know they go a little longer than they should, but sorry about that. But thank you, Brian. Is it Brian? Brian D14. Look, that's how I say it, Brian. um, so you click the link to come on. So we're talking about red flags or real deal. Um, so you could talk about your situation, or maybe if you have a question of outside of red flags. It might be a situation that you don't know if it's a red flag, real deal, or what the case is. It could be about a love interest, family, friends, coworkers, any type of situation, or maybe you've seen a situation online that you feel like, man, I want to say something about this, or you might want to tell me how a man think, how a woman think. All of this, everything is open for this. So to get on, you come and click the link and you follow the instructions and it will bring you to the live. If you need to go longer than normal time, like when I need to kick you off, you can book a clarity call and we can go deeper into that. Clarity calls are 100% confidential and they are safe spaces. So actually, I'm gonna drop all my links and I'm gonna tell you which links are which links are the right ones. Okay, let me slow it down so y'all can understand. Okay, so first link I'm going to drop in everybody comments because I'm on multiple platforms. It's gonna be StreamYard. This is the link to come on to the live. So I just dropped it. Okay, so some of y'all should see it. I'm going to all of them and dropping the link. Okay. Everybody should have the link now. It's the StreamYard link. So StreamYard link, go ahead and click that StreamYard link if you want to come on to the live and have a conversation with me about what you want to talk about. So I just dropped that link. So now I'm going to drop the link to the clarity call. Like, this is deeper. You want to have a deeper conversation with me, you're going to click that clarity call link and book you a clarity call. And again, it's 100% confidential. It's a safe space. You don't have to feel like, like anything. It is very safe and stuff. Okay. So I dropped those links and yeah, don't be afraid to come on to the stage with me. I don't bite or anything. This is open. It's like, this is just for us to have these discussions and help. It helps a lot of people. So I'm here to help you guys. That is what my platform is about. I am an accountability life coach, and let me explain that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start bringing people onto live. So accountability life coach, just helping people to take accountability of their situation. A lot of people don't want to take the accountability of their situation. Everybody wants to point the finger at the other person and never point a finger back at them. So any type of situation, you figure out what is your part in that situation. And you can't say, oh, it's nothing, because your part could be that you stayed too long. So that's a part in the situation. That's just an example. Or you allowed the person to do that, meaning that you kept on letting them do stuff to you over and over. So that would be your accountability in that situation or whatever. So it's me. I'm just trying to help individuals in any way I can. And know that you're not alone. Like, we all been through a lot of things. Like, I've been through a lot to get here. I don't sit here and act like, that I haven't. I've experienced those things, and that's how I've gotten to where I'm at. So I just like to keep it real and 100. I'm not biased. I don't take men's side. I don't take women's side. I take the person that is right side. So that's how I feel in situations. Okay. So I just want to explain that. Hello, Will. Where are you calling in from? Hello, Will. I think you froze.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay, there you go. I can hear you now. Oh, I don't hear nothing. It went back out, Will. I think it's your maybe it's your service.
Okay. I think is it good now?
Now I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Where are you
So
calling in
basically,
from?
like,
I'm sorry. Where are you calling in from? I didn't hear it.
I'm from Michigan. I'm in Ann Arbor right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. What you have for me?
Okay, so basically, I'm in a pretty long relationship. This is the relationship I want to be in and stuff like that. My fiance is my neighbor that I grew up with, and like sometimes like I feel like we don't see eye to eye with certain things because like this is just one like instance. I'll explain. Like I would give her, the satisfaction if like say it was a female on my Instagram that she doesn't really want to see, or oh you used to like her, or y'all used to be close friends and I really don't like that. She got my Instagram password, all that. She just removes those people. Boom, boom, boom. You know, not too long ago, I've had two of my coworkers, which are females, they had added me on social media. I talk about our child with them. They're both mothers and stuff like that. Just small talk, work conversations and stuff like that. She had ended up like basically like muting their story off my Instagram, which I don't have a problem with. You feel me? At all. But like on the same hand, like she used to have a private Instagram account to where she would just like, post her body when she was younger and stuff like that. And it's like still like some of the dudes in there that like seeing her body naked, basically like, her doing, stuff that she probably wouldn't do when she was in a relationship. But
Mm-hmm.
like I really don't understand how she could like, remove the things from my life that she feels are temptation or like that I don't need to see. But it'd be like the same thing, like you got dudes on your social media that just like used to see your body, and it's like I don't understand why it's like a magnifying glass on me, like I'm trying to do something to her, but when it comes to her own life, she doesn't really like see the error in her ways. And then when I talk to her about it, it's like, well, I was the only person she's ever been in a relationship with or had a sexual connection with. So it's like she doesn't feel like that. I don't know how to put it, that it's the same type of thing because I'm the only guy that she's been with.
Mm-hmm.
And like
So
I kind of tell her that it doesn't really. I don't understand that thought process of thinking. I'm not trying to cut you off, but it's just
no, you
something
fine.
that my mind doesn't wrap around. You feel me? Like it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make sense.
Have you ever like been unfaithful to her? Anything like that?
I mean, not at all. But before our relationship started, like not at all.
Okay.
I used to let my friend come over to my parents' house and we would talk and stuff like that. And it was a female. You feel me? Um, Me and her used to talk, be up, late talking. It'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning or so like that. And my girl's my neighbor, so she could walk across like 600 feet away. She could walk across the field. It was a time she had walked across the field, and me and my friend were just chilling in the garage smoking. You feel me? And after that, she had chilled with us, just on some basically like she thought something was going on. But after that, she had told me that she doesn't really like me having female friends, and I haven't talked to that person ever since at all. But this is a person I had grew up with. We used to always
Mm-hmm.
keep in contact with. And it's just like I had even broke it to my friend. Like I really enjoy the relationship that I'm in. And the fact that it bothers the person that I'm with, I'm probably not gonna talk to you no more. You feel me?
Okay, so you haven't been unfaithful. And I asked you that because I was trying to figure out why she's so insecure. Because she's definitely insecure. It's an insecurity there because that's why she don't, want you around females and stuff like that. So I was just wondering, have you been unfaithful? So because that's the only thing I feel like can make a woman insecure within a relationship is a man being unfaithful.
Hmm.
So obviously, it's something before you that has her insecurities about you just being around females, period. And it's not you then. It's something that she has already that she haven't figured it out either. She
Hmm.
haven't figured out what's making her insecure because it's something before you that makes her insecure. That because that's an insecurity. Deleting people off your page, not wanting you to be friends with females, especially these females before you knew before her or whatever, like long time, all of those things. But she also want to do what she want to do too, which is not fair because whatever she wants you to do, she should do the same thing. Like if you want me to delete these people, you need to delete people off yours too. But she definitely has an insecurity. She's definitely insecure. Um Question, do she have male friends?
No, she really doesn't have any, well, she has one male best friend that's, her best friend, and they always been best friends, but
Okay.
doesn't see this person at all. It's just, that's always going to be my friend. Every time we have like an event or something, we'll invite him. We had a baby shower, we invited him. He's a good guy, but like on the
Okay.
same scale, I feel like if it was a female that I knew, it would not be the same reciprocation. It would be a level of
Ooh.
distrust with that. And I also will add, right before we officially made our relationship like official, I was in another relationship before, and my ex had basically told me that she was pregnant, so I had to keep up with her. I had paid for abortion pills with stuff like that. I was trying to go to the doctor and stuff like that with her, and it was just like I couldn't stop talking to the person because I don't know if she's
Mhm.
gonna have this child or not. So it was like
Right.
it was a level of I had to keep up with everything with her, and I can almost tell that my girl feels slightly disrespected about that. And it's just like, if I'm gonna have a child, I don't want it with this person, but I'm gonna take care of my kids regardless.
Right, right. So, she's definitely insecure. Now that's something you can't do nothing about if somebody insecure. Because when somebody insecure, they gonna give you hell. I'm telling you that now. Anytime, especially a female, if she's insecure, she don't want you to talk to nobody. She don't want you to like nobody pictures. She don't want nothing because she has her own insecurity that she feel like you're gonna leave her for whatever woman because she's insecure with herself. Now you have to like that's a conversation that you and her need to have, but she also got to know and be like really look in the mirror at herself and figure out why is she so insecure. Who made her insecure? Maybe she's seen something. Maybe it's something in her childhood because childhood can make people insecure based off of things they've seen adults do. Maybe she seen somebody that was a cheater, or maybe she know somebody that be getting cheated on, and it's something with somebody being cheated on. I know that because that's what she insecure about.
Yeah,
So, have
I
y'all
really
have you had the conversation with her exactly like sit down like, "Hey, you telling me I can't be friends with this person, but you doing this like, hey, you can't give me one thing and you can do it. Like if we're gonna come together, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna agree on the same stuff when it comes to being friends with these different people." Have you had that like really had that conversation and really put everything on the table?
I mean, I can say I probably tried. It's just I probably didn't use the most mature words after, like, I was after I had said what I wanted to say, and I felt like it was, let me find the words. I had said what I wanted to say, and it was like, a mutual respect between us in a relationship, how we would carry out a friendship. It was just more so like, you're a different person than I am. You were exposed to different stuff when you were younger, and it's like, she's Chaldean, so she's very house kept. Her parents didn't let her go nowhere, stuff like that. So
Mm.
like, a lot of what she's even getting used to is like just going outside now, and seeing how certain people work, people what they do, and she has all the freedom in the world now. You feel me? To do whatever she wants. You feel me? And it's
Mm.
like,
Okay. And I know a lot of people feel like this is not true, but it really is a true thing. When people grow up different, it can cause like you to bump heads with that person because just you saying like how she this is her time coming out. So really she's trying to get used to everything because she's different. She haven't seen it, she haven't grew up with it. So your childhood can reflect how you act as an adult in a relationships, especially are y'all you in your 20s.
I'm 22.
Okay, yeah, y'all have a young relationship. So this is like, these first relationships. My childhood, I've seen this, I've experienced this, or I didn't experience this. So it kind of can bump heads and yeah, like she got some insecurities and it's definitely coming from childhood. Something in the childhood. So like you can like my advice is to y'all both have a mature, civilized conversation and actually listen to each other. Listen to what that person say because both people feelings are always going to be valid. You might not like them, but everybody feelings are valid in a situation. But I feel that you need to have a real conversation where Everything needs to be put out there, and either you gonna deal with it or you not. So that's how you gotta do.
Okay. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna come back to you with anything else.
Okay, of course. Yes, come back. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate you again. You take care.
Okay, you too.
All right.
Sorry, y'all. I had to do some parenting real quick. I had to do some parenting real quick. My son done left the damn dog outside all this time. A whole hour and a half the dog been outside. Y'all, he be tripping with this dog. Let me see what y'all saying. It could be been her last relationship. Listen, being emotional, available to someone you know has a thing for you is cheating. How do I get on live? So the link that I have, you're on my Instagram, so I pinned the link. So if you click that StreamYard link, matter of fact, let me drop the link again into there. You click the StreamYard link, you can come on to the live. So, oh, excuse me. I hope y'all ain't hear that burp. Okay, I just put it back in there, the StreamYard link. So thank you, Julian. I appreciate it. Okay. So I just dropped that link into the comments again. So if you want to come on to the live, go ahead and click the link and follow the permissions. M Town 71, it says your device is not connected. It don't give the option. So it's not allowing it's not allowing you to click the link. Hello, Mark. Where are
Oh
you
God,
calling
that
in
was quick.
from?
Charleston, South Carolina. I've been following you on Instagram, and I heard M-Town 71 wasn't following. I was like, oh, is that me? Um,
Oh,
all right.
that was you?
Well, no, it wasn't me. It
Oh,
didn't know I had
okay.
to join. All right. So I've got a question, and
Mhm.
all of my friends kind of agree on my side, but you're a third party. Um, I've got all right, so for everybody out there, yes, this is a like gay relationship, so I'm just throwing that out there from the beginning. If that offends anybody, sorry. I've got a dude that I've been talking to for a little while, um, talking to, hanging out with. He told all of his friends that we were dating
Mhm.
before we had a conversation about that. And I've gone to events, and the last event we went to, someone asked us what our love connection or our love story was. And I was kind of taken aback. Was that something that maybe he should have mentioned to me before? Or should I just roll the dice and say, oh, well, whatever he says is what he says, and what I think is what I think?
No, there should have been a conversation so you could know, so y'all could be on the same page. Because if he's telling people this and then that's gonna catch you off guard, like, huh? Like what? Hold up, I'm confused because you didn't have that conversation and you didn't even know what was going on. You thought one thing and he's telling people another. That's not right. He should have had a conversation with you, like, hey, what are we doing? Like, even if he came to you and say, hey, are we dating or what? Because I want to make sure that I'm telling people the right thing.
Well,
That should have been the question.
and the month before, I was moving offices, and I had like a tag sale, like moving sale. And it was one Saturday. I asked him, hey, can you come help me? I know it's a lovely Saturday, but can you help me? I just need bodies. And he's
Mhm.
like, yeah, absolutely. I'll be there. You want me there at what time? 9:30. I'll be there at 9:15. At 12 o'clock that day, I text him. I was like, hey, don't worry about helping out today. And he's like, oh, I can come now. And I was like, I just said, how's the pool? Send me a picture of him at the pool. To me, that was before he started telling people we were dating. To me, that was a test
Mhm.
that he failed. Didn't respond the entire morning. Took me messaging him at 12:30 that afternoon, and he still kept telling people we were dating. Am I wrong to just be like, no? And am I wrong? Yes or no? And do I need to have a conversation with him about him stopping people to telling people that we're dating?
No, you're not wrong, and I do feel like you need to have a conversation with him so you can let him know, and even if you decide, "Hey, I don't wanna talk to him after that," then that's cool, but he needs to know how you feel, like, don't just assume that he know how you feel. Yes, he's wrong for telling people that. He shouldn't have went around saying that, but you need to let him know, like, "That wasn't cool. I did not like that. You shoulda had a conversation with me. Why are you telling, ask him, why are you telling people we dating? We didn't agree on that. And I'm not cool with that. So you do need to let him know that how you feel about him doing that.
Oh, but now is that going to pretend because he's a nice guy? Is that going to
Mhm.
ruin a friendship like down the road? Yeah,
It
maybe.
it shouldn't. I don't think it.
Think of how sassy the gays are.
Okay. So I guess you gotta have a maybe you should word it different then, like, so he won't think that you're coming at him. And it's really just like, just a regular conversation. So you gotta make it where he don't feel that you're attacking him for saying that.
Okay,
So as
that
long
makes
as he don't
sense.
feel attacked, I believe he should take it like, oh, okay, no, I understand. But you can't make him feel attacked. So it's more like your tone when you talk to him.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
your tone can change how a conversation
Oh,
is.
oh well, and yeah, my tone, yes, ma'am, or a yes, ma'am, two
Yes.
very different
Right,
things.
right, right. It's true.
But and I know that was wildly off topic. A on topic red flag is when the person doesn't like your friends but expect you to like their friends.
Oh. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That's definitely a red flag.
Because I took him out to like a kind of divey bar, and he's kind of uppity, and just was like, ugh, nose up in the air. But I got along great with his friends, and like my people were like, oh, he didn't seem to like me at all, and I was like, why? Everybody was perfectly nice, and he was
Mhm.
like, oh, well, they just, I don't know, like just mean. I was like, dude, everybody was nice, but kind of red flag
Yes.
when they actively try to find reasons not to like your friends.
Yes, that's definitely a red flag because if my friends don't give you a reason to dislike them, then why do you dislike them? They didn't do nothing to you. They wasn't mean to you. They wasn't like, just crazy or nothing to you. They treated you nice. Then what's the problem?
I'm almost overly nice because they knew that I kind of liked you and
Mhm.
we're trying to be inclusive. And they're like, oh, is he in a bad mood? Have we done something? I was like, no, I don't know what's going on. Let me go. It's like, hey, are you okay? He's like, oh, well, I don't know. I was like, all right, use your words. Tell me what's going
Mhm.
on. But just kind of not liking for no reason. Um, but I get along great with his friends.
Yeah, he has to give your friends a chance at least. Like you give when you don't know people, give them a chance. He's trying to date you, so he should be trying to give your
to
friends a chance.
to get to know my friends. Yeah,
Right, because those are your friends, meaning these are people that have been in your life for some years. So if you mistreat them, then I'm not gonna want to date you because what's the point? Like, why are you mistreating them? What you mad at them for? Like, what?
and that, and then also he gets wildly jealous over my like straight guy friends that I've had for years.
He don't want you to hang with them?
No, he just makes little jabs of like, oh well, like I saw that you and Evan went. I was like, yeah, we went to dinner, dude. He came over to the office and helped me, so we went to
Mhm.
dinner, and I don't know.
Oh, so he's insecure.
Yeah, but he's a nice guy, and I
He's a
feel
nice.
badly.
Don't feel look here. Now, Mark, don't you feel bad. You don't bypass these red flags because then you gotta take if you bypass the red flags and a year from here and you come out here and say, you know what, Nikki, this I'ma say, see, you bypassed them red flags. So you gotta take accountability for whatever you done got. Just
Well,
because
yeah,
a person is a nice guy, that does not mean you bypass the red flags. You
yeah,
still have your boundaries and you make people respect your boundaries. It
yeah,
don't matter if they're a nice person. They have to respect your boundaries because you don't want to go too far and then you be in a relationship and then you miserable and you like, oh man, I seen this from the jump. Why did I do this?
yeah. No, I feel that. So, well,
Hmm.
thank you so much. It was great. I know
You're
that you've got like
welcome.
a time limit per person, so I don't want to do it but I follow you and I share all of your stuff. So thank
Oh,
you so
thank
much for taking my
you.
call.
And thank you for coming on.
All right, I'm
All
still gonna
right.
follow on Instagram. All right, have a good one.
Okay. All right.
All right, bye.
Bye. He was so nice. Hello, William. Where are you
There you
calling in
go.
from?
Finally, I've been trying. I finally got to the right link.
Oh, okay.
It just took me Facebook, Instagram, and a
For
couple
real?
other links.
Oh,
No, but
Lord.
you know what? First, I like to say thanks for you sharing your platform. I first came up to you because you be eating some leggings up, and then I found out you was funny. She got leggings and she funny, right? All right, so a couple things I want to ask you these questions, right? So we're talking about the 60 days first, right? What
Hmm.
does that conversation look like when you're exclusive? Right? That's one. The second one is you said your next relationship is going to be a marriage. People don't know what marriage consists of. Your next relationship should be consistent of love, not a
Hmm.
title. Right? So those are two. I just got divorced after 15 years. I came to America from Liberia. I had
Okay.
two girlfriends my whole life, and I married the third one. Right? And we're talking about emotions because growing up in Africa, I seen my dad kiss my mom 3 times, so I never know how to show my wife emotions. So I was emotionally unavailable. So these
Mm.
are all things like you know what I mean. But so those are questions that I had. I'm listening. Your next relationship shouldn't be a title. It should be about happiness. Shouldn't be marriage because marriage is tough. Do you know what
Hmm.
it takes to be married? Have you got cheated on before?
Oh, yeah. I have got cheated on
And
multiple
you
times.
took them back.
The first ones, now once look, I learned my lesson. My very first relationship, serial
Yeah,
cheater. I took him back and kept going. Next
yeah,
relationship, he cheated. He probably cheated like 2 or 3 times. That third one, one cheated was gone. But I
yeah,
had to get
yeah,
to that
yeah.
point where I learned, no, these are my boundaries and stuff. So when I
Absolutely.
say my next relationship is marriage, so what I mean is when I see a person, I see something in them versus me accepting situationships. Because I've been in a part where I've been in a situationship knowing damn well I should not even play this game with somebody. So when
Yeah.
I'm saying like my next, because it doesn't guarantee that it's gonna be a marriage from it, but I'm looking for, if I date you and I take you serious, that mean I see something in you that is like,
Mhm.
it could lead to that, but
Right.
not somebody giving me red flags from the jump like I did in my past and still just like, oh, okay, I just like him.
Yeah.
No, I'm beyond just liking a person. Because
What are
I've
your
been
red flags?
my personal on me or like somebody.
I'm talking to you. I've been
No,
on
I'm
here for an
saying
hour
like
and a half waiting.
no, I'm saying like that I would say a red flag in a man, or would I say in a
Yeah.
red flag
Yep.
in me?
Let's just say
So
I ran into you in the bar right now. What would it be a red flag? Like, man, what are he on?
first of all,
And I'm calling from
communication.
Chicago too.
If it's the communication has to be on point for me, like because I've come a long way with communication and I'm a very good communicator. I feel that I
Mhm.
am, and I could
I
be
was
lacking some things or whatever, but a lot of like a man, I've had men that try to talk to me but they're in their phone, like
yeah.
why you in your phone and you talking to me, like
Yeah,
that's a
so
red
many
flag
stuff
for
because
me.
I've been waiting. So a couple of the guys that call had good points. A relationship is communication and compromise. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
where a date go, as long as we have good conversations, we could be in a park. That's a good date. I don't care where we
Yes.
go. A good
Yes.
conversation makes a good date.
Yes.
But yeah, I've been listening. It took me
I
forever to get on
definitely
this phone.
feel communication is a big thing. A lot of people don't like to communicate. So for me, like big dates and stuff, that don't amaze me. They don't make me feel a
Yeah,
certain way because you could
yeah,
take somebody to a 5-star restaurant, but if the
yeah,
conversation is whack, the energy is off.
yeah,
What
yeah,
I'm not gonna like you because I went and ate
yeah,
steak, and I don't really care for steak. So it's really
yeah,
just like
uh,
what we doing.
yeah.
But if
To
I
all the
can
young
have a
fellas listening, a relationship is communication and compromise.
mm-hmm,
Marriage, it ain't easy. It took me 15, like right now, like after 15 years, if it's not my wife, I'm not willing to open my heart to another woman. And then that's why I said dating is weird. Like, what's the concept of dating? Like, you was like, I know they don't sleep together, but as men, if you take a bit, a woman, I'm sorry, a woman out on
no,
a
you
date,
good.
like I can't date. Like to open my heart up to another woman, I don't see me doing it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so a lot of people in today don't know how to communicate. I cannot stand
Yeah.
a red flag for me is texting me. Don't be like it's okay to text me here and there, but sitting there trying to text me a whole conversation. No, pick up this phone because if you text me something, I'm gonna read it the way I want to read it and I'm gonna interpret the way that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
read it. But if I'm
yeah,
on the phone with you, I can actually
yeah.
ask you the question to clarify what it was that you were trying to tell me versus now I'm not saying don't you can't text me at all, but I like to have a conversation. I
All
like
right.
if you sitting there asking me a question and I gotta answer it, I'm not gonna text you no
Hey,
books and
hey,
then
hey, here's my caveat to that, right? Maybe it's my excuse because I work on the phone and I'm talking to people all day. I hate talking on the phone. I swear, but yeah, that's I guess that's my excuse because I don't like texting. I don't like talking on the phone, but
mhm,
communication and compromise. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's what makes a relationship work.
Cause some people read your text they'll read your text in the wrong way and you don't mean it. Cause you know they read it the way they want to read it. If you put all caps, they gonna say, is they screaming at me? I know he ain't
Yeah, you
screaming at
yelling
me.
at me.
Yeah. And you look, your thing might have just been locked on caps and you just typing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you one of the people that be talking on the phone all day. I cannot be on the phone with nobody for no longer than 5 minutes.
No, I don't talk on the phone all day, but my person, I need to like I want to be able to if I have like I want to be able to call you first. Like if I'm doing
Yeah.
something, somebody in the store, say, let me call him. Can you believe this girl just did this? Blah blah blah. And just I just need to tell you that instead of having to call my
Hey,
girlfriend,
hey,
I want to call my man and tell him.
hey, this is why I tell all my guys, right? I came to America in 1991. I'm the only boy, three sisters, and my mom. Somebody on their period 1 week. So I had to grow up with somebody being on their thing a week. But I appreciate you. Thanks for letting me get in
Yeah.
your platform.
All right, thank you for coming
I
on.
yeah, put them leggings back on. Fuck you, telling that. I'm
Have a good
bye,
night.
girl. All
Bye.
right, bye.
M-Town, your stuff still say device is not connected. Yeah, so it's like folks be having nothing but TikTok and Chat GPT on their brain. People don't have original thoughts these days. Man, yes, so like you will have a conversation, and I'm okay with you saying maybe you like, hey, did you see this on social media? And then we have a conversation about it. I'm okay with that. But like for me, I love to have a conversation with my person because and like I said, we don't have to talk all day, all the time, and it doesn't have to be a long conversation. But if I want to, ask you something or just talk to you, I feel better than texting because that text can get misconstrued, and before you know it, y'all be into it, all kind of stuff, and it just leads to a just miscommunication in general. And so I think the phone call is something, but I'm okay with a text. I'm not saying no texting, but there are some people that never pick up the phone. I've dated people that wanted to text all the time. They plan a date through a text. They want to They want to ask you what you're doing through a text. They want to like have a full blown conversation through a text. And I'm just like, I'm not about to text you no book to answer all the questions you just asked me or to respond. Why are we having a full conversation through a text message? I feel like text messages should be for like that short, straight to the point. Like like something short, straight to the point. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you got a lot to say or you feel that you need to clarify something, we need to be on the phone. Hello, M Town. Where are you? Oh, it had him on. I don't know what happened, M Town. It came on and then it left. Here, I don't know. It came on and it went out. So try it again. But we'll send a 13-minute voice notes. Oh, I forgot about them voice notes. Hold up. You mean to tell me somebody has sent a 13-minute voice note? Now they know they need their ass whooped. A 13-minute voice note? That's insane. Like, you going too far. I think I read men say 7,000 words a day and women say 20,000 words a day. My husband has mastered the art of listening well. Right? Oh, I know my ass can talk. I be like, ooh, baby, I could talk. Oh, Lord. I can talk. I probably talk too damn much, but I'm going to talk your head off. I just need you to listen. You don't even got to respond. Hold on. Let me see what y'all saying over here. Oh, damn. What's up? Oh, I've been popping up all over your page. Okay. Girl, just want to say how much I respect you. I love how honest you are and keep that shit real. Keep it up. Love you. Love your videos. Thank you. Add me now. I did you click the link? Why I wear the same shirt? Because that is my brand, baby. I love the shirt. I got multiple white shirts. Y'all don't like my white shirt? They say red. See somebody trying to be funny. They say red flag is wearing the same shirt. Well, let me tell you, I have multiple white shirts, so I don't wear the same shirt. Aloha from Hawaii. Absolutely love your page. I die laugh at how much people tolerate when dating and how many people think they are God's gift to mankind. Hey, Bobby.
What's going on with you, Nikki B? How you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hey, I got a question for you.
Come on with it, Bobby.
Hey, like, I went on a date, maybe 3, 4 times, but I didn't see a red flag. So
Okay.
I'm looking. I listened to everything you said because when I was on my date, I had you on my brain because
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like, because she know how females think and she's constantly, you know, correct about what she's saying. So the next day, I felt a red flag. But the question I want to ask you is that a cause to break it off, or because the first few times wasn't a red flag, but this time I felt it was a red flag because it was more of a it wasn't communicating like it was the first few dates. It seemed like it got like boring.
So was she was boring to you?
Yes, I was trying to talk, but the conversation when I was dating at first, the first few days, we both, added, but
Mhm.
when I went again, it was like more of me talking. It was like her conversation was not like the conversation on the first few dates. It was more like it was short and it was more like, like when you sit down and eat somewhere or you just chilling or talking, you just talk for a while. But this time it was like short conversation and it was more like the attention was more not focused as it was the first few times.
Did you speak on it? Did you ask her, hey, or did you ask her about it? Like, hey, I feel like the one thing is, this is what I'm gonna say. The red flag, okay, yes, it is a red flag, but it is also one of those red flags where you still communicate back to her and say, hey, like, I feel like our first dates were this last date we didn't really communicate. Is like, are you not feeling me, like, or what's up? So you deserve to get the answer. Like, you should ask her, and she should be able to tell you straight up, like, okay, I'm not feeling this no more. Cool. Then I can go on by my way. But I think you should ask her about it.
I did ask her. I said, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And that's how it
That's the
went.
way she said it?
Yeah,
Hold up.
yeah, yeah,
She
that's what
said,
I'm
"Oh,
saying.
yeah, I'm fine." Oh.
And that's the thing about it. It's like I'm doing all the right things. It's like for
Mhm.
some strange reason, dating nowadays is somewhere hard.
And a lot of women, I don't know for what reason. You know what? I was that type of woman before I am right now. But, not telling a man when something's wrong. Like, "Oh no, I'm fine." I'm fine is something's wrong. That definitely is a giveaway something wrong. And I just know that from a woman's point of view, because I used to be that woman of, no, everything's fine. And it's like we never speak of it, but everything is not fine. And it might not be like, "Oh, I'm not interested in you no more." She could have been having a bad day or something, but she still owes that to you to let you know that, versus just, "Oh, I'm fine."
And
Because
then the thing about and then the thing about it is that a reason to try another date, or just since I looked at it as a red flag, should I just call it off or try another date?
I would say try another date. If she's still in that mode, then that's when you like, "No," because you already on some bull.
Okay.
'Cause
Are you have you
you asked her or whatever, and she like, "No, I'm fine." Maybe she didn't wanna tell you at the time or whatever, but if she do it again, then it's like, "No, I can't do this," because that mean you gonna continue to do this whenever you having a bad day, and there's nothing wrong with a person having a bad day, but you don't take that out on whoever you're on a date with. You either let them know, "Hey, I'm having a bad day," or just reschedule the date.
you're right. So have you ever been a red flag?
Oh, I've been a red flag before. Yes. I used to
Are
be a
you
walking red flag. I used to talk at my people, like, yeah, and I used to want them to agree with whatever I say. That's my spoiled brat coming from my daddy. I always tell people I'm a daddy's girl, so my brothers and my dad allowed me to get away with whatever, and whatever I said, they would just ignore me and be like, "Whatever," like, just pretty much they didn't want to get into it with me because I had an attitude problem. And I took that into my relationship. So I used to feel like whoever I'm dating, if I say something, I feel like you should agree with me. Like, we should have the same opinion. I
that's
know.
wrong.
I know, crazy. I was a red flag. But I learned from that. I learned from that was not right. Even my brothers told me it wasn't right, but I learned that was a red flag. My communication wasn't good. I was not a person that expressed how I feel. And when I expressed how I felt, it came out as like times 10. Came out rude, ugly. I would say things to hurt people on purpose because I felt like I was hurt. Yeah, I was a walking red flag. Hell yeah, I was a walking red flag.
You just mean.
Yeah, and I had to take up when I took time to myself and look back on every relationship and not looked at the person in the relationship and looked at myself. Then I was like, "Oh yeah, you out of control." But at the time, I didn't realize it. I felt like I was right. That's just how it should have been. That's what it was. And then I felt like men should read my mind. I was one of them. Like, read my mind. You didn't know?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So by that, I used to be somewhat like that, but I didn't go that far. I had to learn too, because that leads to because you can lose out on a good person with those type of
Mhm.
attitudes.
Yes, definitely. You can.
And
You can
so I
definitely
feel like
lose out on people.
And so, like, do you think that the dating pool is kind of rough nowadays?
Yes, I actually think it's even worse now because with social media, people feel like I don't know, they just feel like they don't have to do the work for relationships. And when I say work, it's like, just going on dates and stuff. And I get some men why they kind of just be like, oh, I'm not dating nobody because so many women feel like if a man take them on a date, they got to take them to a certain place. So I get some men like, oh, I'm not taking nobody to a place. I ain't taking nobody on a date because you think every woman is gonna want to go this way. And I remember when in my 20s, we none of us cared about like restaurants like that and stuff. Dates was just like, you come pick me up, we go and get us some McDonald's, and long as I'm hanging out with you, things like that. But now they have all of these standards to dating, and it's nothing wrong with having standards, but they have unrealistic standards. That's just stupid. It just be stupid standards. Real talk.
And then another thing too, I learned too is that women that I've encountered, well, not just me encountering, is that they feel like they're entitled more than a man.
Oh, for sure. For sure. They feel like they entitled to everything. And I hear them like even they'll call a woman crazy for even spending money on a man. And I just be like, oh, well, I'm gonna be a crazy person because I'm gonna spend money on my man. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But they feel like they shouldn't have to do any of that. They shouldn't do none of that. They should never spend their money. He's supposed to do this. He's supposed to do that. They just take the word provider and they take it and make it to what they feel, what they want to make a provider is, not what the word really is.
And one more thing before I get off, I went through that with my kid's mother. I stayed with her when we had our children, but for a little while. But we both was working, but I'm buying her stuff, getting her stuff, but every time I ask her for something, she doesn't give me anything. I knew it was a red flag, but I had hope that that she would, give me something because I'm
Hmm.
I'm confident, but she never gave me anything more like was stingy with me, like a man's supposed to provide for a woman. I like you should at least think of me to buy me some cologne or something like that,
Right.
but giving me nothing at all times, and I knew that was a red flag, and that's why I don't look at her the same, and I don't want to deal with her because she's still like that right to this day. And what I want to ask you this is, do like, because my daughter asked me today that their mother needs some, like some household stuff and everything, and I denied it, but my daughter had a couple dollars and she bought something for her mother. Am I wrong for saying no to getting her mother something because like some household things?
That's not your job to provide for her.
I know, but my daughter was talking about she'll do it and everything,
Well, how about you do this? You give your daughter some money, and then what your daughter do with the money, she could do with the money.
and that's what I did.
Yeah, give your daughter the money, give her some money. Hey, here go $200 or whatever it is you giving it to her. And then that way, if she do it, then it's like, okay, cool, she did it or whatever, because that's that's not your job to take care of her as an adult. Like you're not with her, your kids are much older. It's like, you need to take care of yourself.
And she called me. She called the other day and said, "I want to talk to my family." I said, "We're not family." And I said, "This chapter is closed." She said, "We're still family." She's more than delusional, and
But
I
but
don't
you
I don't know.
know, a lot of people say, a lot of people when they have kids with people, they use that word a lot, family. We still family because the kids, but to each his own. I don't want to shoot anybody down or make anybody feel like you should not be family or whatever. And I know everybody's situation is different. I don't feel like I'm my baby. For me, it would be like I wouldn't feel like I'm my baby daddy's family because at the end of the day, it's just our kid that we're family. Yeah, we're cordial because we have to be because we're friends through kids. But I wouldn't say that like we family. But you know, people do that, and it depends on the situation or whatever.
I told her that. I said the chapter is closed. As a matter of fact, I said the book is closed. I said for good. And then
Hmm.
it seemed like she don't understand. It seemed like she retarded or something like that. You know,
Well, she understands. She just don't want to accept it. Maybe she's had. So you know, when people being in a okay, they didn't been in a relationship with somebody and they had kids, and that person was good to them, and whatever reason y'all broke up, they go through a lot of different people, and they want to come back because the people they done went through wasn't worth nothing. So
how
she
you know
ain't.
that?
How I know that.
That's exactly what happened to her. How did you know that?
Well, because you said she said she keep calling and she's not hearing what you're saying. I'm like, and I know, like, no, she's hearing what you're saying. She just don't want to. She's trying to make this be because she know where she want to be and what's best for her. But you can't make somebody be with you. Like, if you messed it up, you got to move on. It's nothing you could do about it.
Because she only messed now because I treated her like one of my children, gave her everything, and now she's dealing with men that's like thugs, like street type dudes that she's providing for and going. She's basically going backwards.
Mm.
She's telling me
Yep.
I'm the best. She's keep telling me I'm the best thing that ever happened to her. But now I don't want her no more, and she's going backwards. But she's thinking that something is wrong with me. That I'm going to take her back because she's out there, and while she's out there dealing with these nothing. Well, I wouldn't say nothing dude with these that can't provide for her dudes.
Mm-hmm.
That's setting her all the way back. Now she want to come back this way. And when I told her that the book is closed, she if she don't understand that, I'm making her understand that by she just called me, text me, and I ain't answering my phone. And she called my daughter, and then my daughter come and said, "My mama said hey," and I said, "Tell her I said hey," and because she'll try to get it come through my kids, but when I said a book is closed, I meant that. I mean, because I've been hurt so much, the book is closed. She wants to open it up because she realizing now that the people out in these streets are dogging her out, and
Mm-hmm.
she had the best thing that ever happened to her. She trying to come back, but I can't get her back first of all because all the people that she slept with that comes back to my household
Yeah.
and those demons.
Oh yeah, them soul ties. Yeah, all them spirits. Mhm.
Exactly. And the same attitude. She hasn't changed. So it's pointless for me to take her back and I won't have my peace. And like I
Mhm.
said, I need my peace. I don't give a damn if I don't talk no damn body.
Right. Hey, peace is everything.
Peace, my I got two favorite things that I love in life, and that's time and peace.
Mhm.
So, Nikki, I love talking to you. So when I be out talking to people, I'll be having you on my mind because, like I said, how do you know all these things? You're wise like the old owl. You know,
Thanks.
yeah. And I love it. So when I'm out, I have you on my mind. I'll be like, how would Nikki be react like that? Am I wrong with thinking that way?
No, no, it's fine. No, no, no. You're good.
And I appreciate you. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you so
coming
much.
on.
Yeah, yeah. No problem. I'm gonna come on and reach out to you.
Mhm.
Okay, you have you a wonderful day. Good night. God
All
bless.
right, you too. Thank you.
All right.
All right, y'all. So before I get out of here, just to tap on to what Bobby said, I've experienced that before, like being with somebody and they treated me like crap. Okay. And I allowed them to treat me like crap for the time being. One day I'll tell you about that story. But and years later, they still tried to come back after the fact and was like, "Hey, you know, you the love of my life and all of this." And the crazy thing is, not the crazy thing is, the thing is, I do believe that people can change. I do believe that. And sometimes when people spin the block, sometimes it works out. And I'm not against people spending the block. I'm not against that or whatever, because it depends on how your breakup was. But if I spin the block with you, that means you have changed. You got to have changed. You have to show me that change. And in my situation, it was the same thing. They hadn't changed, and it took them 2.2 seconds for it to bring out. Like I didn't even make it on a date. Like I seen them out. It had been, I mean, it had been years, like really like 8 years or so since I've dated this person. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll give them a shot or whatever. They was really good and stuff. And then, baby, within that conversation, they showed their ass. I said, "Oh, you the same person. I ain't spending nothing with your ass." But I'm just saying, I've had several people do that to me. But if a person that have not changed or shown change or anything, you leave them where they at because they ain't gonna do nothing but bring all that bullshit back into your life. No, I think people do not change and they see you doing good and love it and gave you all the crap. A second chance isn't a given. It is to be earned. Yeah, because and the thing is for a person to change, they have to want to change. Like I don't care how much we want a person to change or anything, they have to want to change, and if they didn't want to change, then they're not going to be changed, but they have to want to change for themselves, not change to be with you. And that be a lot of people problems. They try to change to be with somebody, and no, you have to change for yourself because you have to become better for yourself, and once you become better for yourself, then you'll be better, you'll be great for whoever it is that God presents you with. All right, y'all. So if you did not get on tonight, make sure if you did not get on tonight, make sure you go take my red flag audit test. It is a free test. You can learn about your red flags or the person you're with red flags. If you need to talk a bit more than what we have talked on here, go ahead and book a clarity call so you can get more clarity on your situation. You can click the link in my bio, pick a time, and it is 100% confidential. It is a safe space. Again, I am, y'all, my dog over here moving my mic. All right, y'all, but I'm out. Make sure you have a great rest of your night. And I want to say I thank you all for the likes, the shares, the comments. I appreciate you guys taking time out your day just to come on here and have a conversation with me. We can pick up this spin the block on Thursday. Just make sure y'all remember that, because I might not remember, but we'll pick it up. When you start a podcast or you always had one, I'm late. It's been about a month. 58 block. It's been about a month. Okay, so yeah, I'm out. Make sure you guys have a great night. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for the support and love that y'all give me on a daily basis. I'm so thankful that I can have a platform where I can help people, because that is like my ultimate goal, to help any individual directly or indirectly. I hope that I'm helping you guys. Make sure you have a great rest of your night. I hope you have an awesome day tomorrow, and I will see you guys on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time Zone. I am out. Love you guys. Peace.